What if the most vital person in an entire organization was someone nobody ever truly noticed? Arthur worked for the same company, OmniCorp, for 40 years. 40 years is a lifetime for some, a significant chunk of it for everyone. He saw trends come and go, technologies rise and fall. He was a constant, like the steady hum of the building's oldest air conditioning unit. To most, Arthur was simply Arthur from facilities or Arthur from IT, a figure easily overlooked amidst the ambitious young faces. His office was tucked away in a quiet corner of the basement, a place few ever visited. It was filled with old equipment and diagrams. He wasn't one for small talk. He preferred the silent language of systems, the logic of circuits, the quiet hum of data processing. His colleagues saw him as a relic, a man content with routine tasks, perhaps a little too slow for the fast-paced modern corporate world. Ilara, a bright young analyst, sometimes wondered about him. He seemed to know things no one else did, but never spoke up. Mr. Harrison, the CEO, knew Arthur's name but little else. He focused on quarterly reports and strategic mergers, not basement operations. Arthur was there before Mr. Harrison, before Ilara, before most of the company's current infrastructure was even conceived. He remembered the days of punch cards and mainframe computers. He had built many of the systems the company still relied upon, but his contributions were like the foundations of a skyscraper, essential, yet entirely hidden from view, taken for granted. He never sought recognition. His satisfaction came from things simply working, from the quiet hum of efficiency he helped create. His lunchtime ritual was always the same: a simple sandwich, a cup of tea, and a worn paperback in the break room corner. He was a man of habits, of routines, of silent dedication that stretched across decades, almost like a living part of the building itself. His mind, however, was a labyrinth of interconnected systems, historical data, and potential failure points no one else comprehended. He was the living memory of OmniCorp's entire technical infrastructure, a human database of every patch, every upgrade, every forgotten quirk. This quiet man, perceived as nothing more than an aging employee, held the keys to OmniCorp's continued existence, unknowingly. Then, 10 years before his retirement, the storm clouds gathered. A major system malfunction threatened to collapse OmniCorp entirely. It started subtly. Glitches in the billing system, corrupted databases, customer service lines overwhelmed with complaints. Panic spread through the executive floors. Mr. Harrison called emergency meetings. Consultants were brought in at exorbitant rates. No one could pinpoint the root cause. It was an insidious, systemic decay, like rust eating away at the very heart of the company. Arthur watched it unfold from his basement office, a quiet observer. He knew what was happening. He had seen the early warning signs. Years ago, he'd recommended a critical infrastructure upgrade, a small yet vital adjustment to the aging core systems. His proposal was filed away, deemed non-critical by a cost-conscious manager. Another overlooked detail in a long list of them. Now, the consequences of that oversight were manifesting. The company bled money, its reputation tarnished, its future uncertain. Arthur tried to speak up. He attempted to explain the intricate web of dependencies, the single point of failure he'd identified. But his voice was drowned out by the clamor of consultants, the frantic directives from executives, the general chaos. Mr. Harrison, under immense pressure, dismissed Arthur's nuanced technical jargon as ramblings from an outdated employee. Dejected but undeterred, Arthur returned to his basement sanctuary. If no one would listen, he would act in his own quiet way. He began working late, sometimes through the night. The faint glow of his monitor was often the last light on in the building. He wasn't performing grand, visible fixes. He was meticulously patching, rerouting, optimizing, like a surgeon on delicate nerves. He delved into the forgotten corners of OmniCorp's digital architecture, areas only he truly understood, areas he had helped build. Ilara sometimes saw his light on. She'd occasionally pass his office, hearing the faint click of keys, the soft whirring of machines. She even offered him coffee once, a gesture he accepted with a quiet nod, a rare, almost imperceptible smile. He never explained his work to her. He simply returned to his console, a lone sentinel guarding the company's digital heart. The consultants continued their expensive, ultimately futile efforts. They made recommendations, installed new software, changed nothing. OmniCorp teetered on the brink. Bankruptcy seemed inevitable. The news media reported on their imminent collapse. Employees started looking for other jobs. The atmosphere was thick with despair, the constant fear of layoffs looming over everyone. Mr. Harrison, haggard and sleepless, was preparing to announce drastic measures, perhaps even the sale of the company. But something strange began to happen. Imperceptibly at first, then undeniably, the glitches started to subside. The billing system stabilized. Customer complaints decreased. The network, once sluggish, regained a quiet efficiency. No one knew why. The consultants took credit for implemented strategies. Mr. Harrison breathed a sigh of cautious relief. Arthur simply returned to his routine, a quiet smile playing on his lips. His work was done for now. The company was safe. He knew it wouldn't last forever. The old systems were still old, but he had bought them time, a decade of precious stability. The company slowly recovered. Profits rose. New hires filled the desks that had once been empty. OmniCorp thrived once more. And Arthur, the silent architect of this recovery, remained in his basement, performing his quiet, essential duties. 10 years passed. The crisis became a distant memory, a cautionary tale vaguely attributed to market corrections or management changes. Finally, the day arrived. Arthur's retirement. 40 years of service, culminating in a small farewell gathering. 5 people attended. 5 out of hundreds of employees. Mr. Harrison was there out of obligation. Alara was among them, a genuine warmth in her eyes. She felt a vague sense of respect for the quiet man she'd observed for years. Arthur received a watch, a generic thank you for your service plaque, and a few polite handshakes. Then he was gone. The company moved on, quickly filling his position with a young, energetic IT specialist who immediately proposed modernizing everything. A few weeks later, Alara was tasked with archiving old system logs, cleaning up the digital footprint of retired employees. She came across Arthur's old accounts, his system access logs, his project files. It was an astonishing volume of work. There were thousands of entries, dating back decades. Detailed reports, architectural diagrams, solutions to problems she didn't even know existed. Then she found them. The crisis logs from 10 years ago. Her eyes scanned the frantic executive reports, the consultant failures. And nestled within those archives, she saw Arthur's intervention. Not a single, grand solution, but hundreds of small, precise adjustments. He had bypassed the corrupted systems, rerouted critical data, reinforced failing connections, all without anyone noticing. He had worked in the shadows, a digital ghost in the machine, saving OmniCorp from certain collapse, piece by painstaking piece. It was a revelation. The company hadn't been saved by consultants or new strategies. It had been saved by Arthur. She compiled a report, a detailed account of Arthur's unseen heroism, and scheduled an urgent meeting with Mr. Harrison. Mr. Harrison listened, initially with skepticism, then with growing disbelief. He saw the cold, hard data, the undeniable proof. His face, usually composed, crumpled with a mixture of shock and profound regret. He remembered dismissing Arthur's warnings. The quiet, unassuming man he had seen as a relic had been their guardian angel, their silent savior, for 40 years. He had kept OmniCorp afloat, not with flashy presentations or bold mergers, but with diligent, unseen, foundational work. Mr. Harrison felt a profound sense of shame. He had allowed a truly great man to retire without the recognition he deserved. He looked at Alara, his eyes filled with a new understanding. "We owe him everything," he said, his voice barely a whisper. They tried to contact Arthur, but he had truly retired. He had moved to a small cabin by a lake, far from the corporate world. His phone was disconnected. His email was inactive. Arthur, the quiet anchor, had finally slipped away, unnoticed once more. Mr. Harrison, insured Arthur's name, was etched into the company's historical records, acknowledging his true impact. He also established a new award, the Arthur Legacy Award. for employees whose quiet, consistent efforts often went unsung. Ilera, now a senior analyst, often thought of Arthur. His story became a quiet lesson for her, a reminder of true value. She understood that impact wasn't always measured by titles or accolades, but by the quiet, consistent act of keeping things whole. Arthur, unaware of the posthumous recognition, spent his days fishing, reading, and occasionally tinkering with old radios. He had found his peace, far from the corporate hustle, content in the knowledge that he had done his best always. His story is a powerful reminder that the most profound contributions are often made in the quietest of ways, far from the spotlight. It challenges our perception of success, urging us to look beyond the visible, to appreciate the unseen foundations. Arthur's life at OmniCorp was a testament to silent dedication, to the kind of loyalty that asks for nothing in return. His legacy wasn't built on grand gestures, but on countless small, essential acts of maintenance, foresight, and repair. He was the quiet hum beneath the corporate roar, the steady hand behind the scenes, the true architect of stability. His existence reminds us that value isn't always loud or flashy. Sometimes, it's the quiet strength that holds everything together. The people who truly make a difference often aren't the ones seeking applause, but those quietly ensuring the show goes on. Arthur's story challenges us to redefine heroism, to recognize the profound impact of unseen dedication and quiet competence. It's a call to look closer at the people around us, to understand the true depth of their contributions, however subtle they may seem. For every grand vision, there's a silent force meticulously making sure the vision can stand, can endure, can thrive. Arthur reminds us that true strength often lies not in power or prominence, but in the unwavering commitment to simply getting things done. His life was a quiet symphony of problem-solving, a testament to the fact that not all heroes wear capes or seek the limelight. Some heroes simply show up, day after day, year after year, quietly mending, protecting, and preserving what matters most. His story is a mirror, reflecting our own biases about where true value resides and what it truly means to contribute. He chose the path of quiet competence, and in doing so, he built a legacy more enduring than any fleeting success. His retirement, initially marked by indifference, now serves as a powerful reminder for those who eventually learned the truth. A testament to the fact that some contributions, like the deepest roots of a tree, are strongest when they remain unseen. And perhaps the truest measure of a person's worth isn't in the applause they receive, but in the quiet, enduring impact they leave behind. His story echoes through the halls of OmniCorp now, a silent lesson for future generations about what truly anchors a company. True strength resides in the unseen pillars that quietly